Okay, friends, so I am back, and I feel like I have a lot to show you guys on this video today. So first, I'm going to show you guys my new crock pot. So this is my crock pot I got on sale at Sam's Club. It was $47 and some change, and this is what I'm going to use today to make this crock pot white chicken chili. And so this is my, I don't want to say famous, but because it's not even my recipe, but this is my highly favored white chicken chili recipe. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it. Then I'm going to go over what I got today at my church's secondhand store. Then I'm going to make my special like sweet and spicy jalapeno cornbread. It is so delicious. It is my favorite. It is my husband's favorite. It's not your mama's cornbread. It's got a little kick to it. So come with me, join me. Love to have you around. Thank you for tuning back in, and let's get cooking. Oh, that was so cheesy. Let's just have some fun. How about that? I have got the chicken thighs thawed out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just put them in here in the bottom of the crock pot. You don't have to measure all this stuff. I usually don't, but I guess I'm going to just for the sake of this video. Just take some salt. It says 1 teaspoon, however much pepper you want. Now I got my chili powder, my cumin, my cayenne, and my oregano. It doesn't have to be exact. 1/2 teaspoon chili powder. 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now you can put however much of this stuff in there depending on the spice level that you want for your chili. I like it a little spicy, so I might put a little. I'll just double the cayenne. And cayenne pepper is so good for you. And 1 teaspoon of cumin. Got it spiced up real good. Now that I've got all the spices in there, I'm going to chop up a yellow onion. I have Vidalia, that's all I've got right now, but that's going to work good. I will put some garlic in there. I'm going to put 2 onions in because they're awfully small. Like this is like, I would say small, medium, and this is really small. So I like onions, so we'll put 2 in and we'll be good. Obviously, all of this is to your judgment. If you're the chef, you have the say. This will be the first time my daughter has tried white chicken chili because last fall she was too small. And so I'm really excited to see if she likes it, which she pretty much eats anything. So I think we'll be okay. I also have a win that I should share with you guys today, that I finally got my wedding ring on. I have not been able to wear it since I got sick earlier this year just because of the swelling, and I thought I was going to have to get it resized. And then I just felt like maybe I should try it on this morning, and I did. And I was able to get it on and wear it, and I can get it off really easily. So I just say, thank you, Lord. I can finally wear my wedding ring again. I was wearing a rubber one, which is fine, but I do like to wear my actual ring. I've got the diced onion. I'm going to get it and put it on the chicken, and then I'll get all of my canned goods out and add those as well. Some people have a fancy way of doing this. I just do this. I'm so thankful that there is a high setting on a crock pot. Yes, it will probably be more flavorful if you cook it low and slow, but if you don't, it will still taste good and it will be just fine. Please don't make fun of me, but I have the little canned garlic right now. And I will be putting this recipe in the comments if I don't mention everything. But I will be planting garlic this year, and I plan to do a video on that. As soon as it comes in, it's shipped today. It should be here in the next week or so. Chicken broth, corn, 2 cans of Great Northern beans, 2 cans of fire roasted diced green chilies, 1 hot, 1 mild. We're gonna start adding all of our canned goods. Whoops, I just dumped half the can in the sink. That's okay, my husband's really not supposed to eat corn anyway. I just realized I grabbed a can of garbanzo beans. I'm human. Okay, back and got the other can of the northern beans. So, I will rinse these and put these in. Well, since I already opened the garbanzo beans, I think I'll be either making some homemade hummus or some homemade cookie dough, healthy cookie dough. If you've never done that before, it's actually really good. And it surprisingly tastes like real cookie dough. If you guys want, leave me a message in the comments and I can show you guys the recipe and show you how to do it. It's healthy and it's really good. All right, now I don't drain the chilies, of course. They smell so good. I love a little spice. And the jalapeno cornbread is gonna go so good with this. Sweet jalapeno cornbread with white chicken chili is a phenomenal combination. Okay, it calls for 24 ounces of chicken broth. This is what I've got. It's 48 ounces, so I'll just do like about half of it. Just kind of guessing here. Okay, so that's everything. I'm gonna get the lid on. Ooh, fancy lid. Got it going. White chicken chili is in the crock pot between 4 to 6 hours on high. Okay, I was actually wrong. The recipe says high for 3 to 4 hours. So while the white chicken chili is cooking, I'm going to show you what I got at my church's secondhand store today. So I got this little basket. It is very nice. I paid $2 for it. It's just really cute, and I'm like the queen of baskets. I love having a basket, but this is just so cute. And I'll show you guys my wrapping paper. I thought this was beautiful with the little birds on it. This was $2 with the little birds and the ribbons on it. I love bows right now. I don't know why, but I got this really pretty bow, and the pink and the red is so cute. And I thought this was fun. This is just it's like pastel colors almost. I thought that would be fun. So those were all $2. I got my daughter a little sleeper. I thought this was really cute. It's nice and warm for this winter. So brand new bag of Christmas bows for $2. And I like these. Some of these have little ribbons on them. Can you see? I thought those were really cute. And I got my daughter a book. God Gave Us Christmas. So I thought that would be nice. So I have this plan to wrap up like 25 different Christmas books for her, or just random books that she has, and to wrap them all up really pretty and to open one each night of Christmas because she loves to read. And I just thought that would be really cute and like a fun little tradition. I also would like to do like an Advent devotional, and I'd like to read Luke 1 with my husband and my daughter, so the Christmas story all the way up to Christmas. So we'll see what we get to, but we'll try. I got her another book, Gingerbread Joy. I thought this was really cute. It's just a little short story. This was $1, just about making gingerbread houses and stuff. And it's a fun little shape, so that'll be fun to wrap. I got Baby Jesus. This is $2. So this is just a cute little board book. So I'm going to wrap those up and put them under the tree. And I found these. So it was sitting like this at the secondhand store. I don't know why I looked at it, but I looked at it and I read it, and it said floating mints candles. So I was like, what is that? And then I opened it, and it's little peppermint, like, let me see if I can get this open. It's little peppermint tea light candles that I guess you just float on water. How fun is that? So I have like a big like fruit bowl almost. I have filled with like starlight candles before, like for Christmas, and put little pine in there and stuff and cranberries, and that's so pretty. I'm excited to let these float around in it. I think that'll be really pretty for Christmas. My friend's twin girls are turning 1, and so we're going to their party on Saturday, and I found them this sweet little farm toy. It's Leapfrog.
Let's play on the farm. Light. Dark.
So I thought that this would be really fun. Obviously, I'm going to clean it really good before I gift that, but I think we should normalize secondhand gifts. I would never be upset to get secondhand gifts. But I also got some stickers for the Christmas gifts this year. And I found this little Christmas ornament. This is so cute. I could not leave without this. This is a little cross-stitched Christmas bell. I just thought it was so stinking cute. This was $1. And it's just a little cross-stitched Christmas bell. I also found this goodie bag. So at first I thought it was just like little triangles of quilt fabric. but I'm pretty crafty, and so I brought these home because I think I might make some myself. So when I opened the bag and I pulled them out, how stinking cute are these little Christmas trees? Aren't they adorable? Looks like they put some stuffing in them and just sewed them together. They would be so easy to make, probably like a 2-inch square. You could make them bigger with 5-inch squares, but I'm gonna try my hand at these, I think, and make some. So I might make a video on that. But I just thought these were so stinking cute, and they probably did them with their scrap fabric, because I found there's so many different fabrics in here, but they're just little ornaments. And I love this fabric. This is so cute. These little Christmas trees, little quilted, well, they're not really quilted, but they're probably quilting fabric. They're just little Christmas trees. I found that, and I'm just so happy with that little find. The last thing that I got that I want to show you is a little shopping cart for my daughter for Christmas. So I'm gonna get her this. It's got all the little food in there that you can get at the grocery store. And this was just a couple bucks. This will be really helpful for her to like learn what things are, and she can go shopping and all that really fun stuff since she's almost 2. Guys, shop your thrift stores. And if your churches have a thrift store or secondhand store attached to them, go there too. I mean, we get so many of our things from there because it's economical. It's really smart. We save a lot of money, and it's supporting our church, and we're reusing things and not, filling up landfills anymore. So that's really important. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to make my famous, okay, I said famous again. Now I'm going to show you guys how to make my favorite homemade cornbread. Get my jalapenos out. Got some jalapeno slices. I like to use the diced jalapenos, the pickled diced jalapenos for this, but these are fine. This is what we've got. And I like to put a couple on the top here and there. So I've got my cornmeal. I'm going to need 3/4 cup of that, and I can post this recipe in the description as well. So first I've got to mill some hard white wheat. Sorry, I'm using hard white for this. So I've got my hard white wheat grains here. I milled up 3/4 cup of my hard white wheat berries, and I've got that ready to go. This is my very real life kitchen. Got my oven preheating to 400, and I'm going to combine all of the dry ingredients in this bowl. So I've got my 1 cup of hard white wheat, and I'm going to do 3/4 cup of cornmeal. Okay, 1/2 cup of sugar. You can also use honey. Just grab a little bit of my salt. I've got my Rumford baking powder, 3½ teaspoons. Okay. So I'm mixing up all my dried ingredients here. Really good. And then I'll whip up my 2 eggs. And then I need 3 tablespoons melted butter. Don't you love it when you have just 3 tablespoons? All right, while that's melting, it also calls for a cup of milk. Okay. Just put 1, and then if I need another one, I'll add it later. This mixed in real good, just until combined. You don't want to over mix your cornbread. I think I can probably use that other tablespoon of milk, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. And I'm going to roughly measure out about 1/2 cup of the jalapenos, but most of the time I just throw them in there. Okay, and then with this extra liquid, I'll just stir it in again. Now I'm gonna fold in these jalapenos. I didn't dice them. You can if you want. It's totally up to you. All right, now I'm going to pour this into my container, and I'm going to let it sit for, I wanna say like 10 minutes. If you don't use fresh milk, then you just use all-purpose. You can skip that step. All right, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to add a drizzle of some local honey just to add a little bit. Look at that. Looks delicious. All right, it's been about 4 hours since we started this. Everything looks good. Everything smells great. And I've got 4 ounces of softened cream cheese that I'm going to put in just to thicken it up. I love a cream cheese. And then I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of 50/50 to this and stir it up real good. And then I'm going to let that cook for another 15 minutes or so. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup I'm sure you could do heavy whipping cream too. I'm gonna give it a good stir. It smells so good. And so to top this, you can use, I like to use these tortilla strips, some fresh avocado, sour cream, some jalapenos, and of course it goes well with this jalapeno cornbread that we've got. Well, that was my white chicken chili recipe. Thank you, Chunky Chef, and my jalapeno cornbread recipe. I will put both of those in the description or the comments, one or the other, so you guys can see those and use them if you want. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this today. Thank you so much for following along. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hang around here at Turtle Dove Homestead. I love having you guys around. God bless y'all. See you next time.